and nice to meet you to this new episode of Wigbit. In this season I would like to show you the Robbie Strike show. What it is? I must mention it because Robbie Strike starts in Canada with the FTA connection by satellite receiving, and I'm doing that here in Europe again. We hope so, or I hope so, that you can also have an Asian connection. There we have the other side from the planet, because he making the totally USA and Canada and all these satellites where they can receive free-to-air programs. These are the FTAs, and I'm doing this well here in Austria. We have also a lot of satellites here, and I would like to show you what you can receive with an 80 centimeter dish in the KU band. The KU band is 10.7 till 11.7 gigahertz, and from 11.7 gigahertz to 12.75 gigahertz. This is our two band, the low band and the high band. They are polarized in vertical and horizontal polarization, and yeah. Let's have a look on the satellite receiver and on my kitchen dish. Well, I'm now in the kitchen and take my other glasses, because I have two glasses, one for wide view and one for near view, because I'm very blind. I show you now the thingy what I'm going to do here for the satellite dish. This is my kitchen window. I open it now, and the first thing what I got is the dish. Here we have the dish. It's a 80 centimeter dish, and put it here. I don't know what's called like this. I'm using this in case of, I hope so you can see this. I fix now this holder here, and then I put the dish on it, on this, because I can move this. Taking my dish, and first of all I connect it here to this F connector. I'm connecting it, and I have the cable here, and install the dish here. It's very easy. Dangerous is only if the thing is falling down, then you don't have a broken foot. On the other side I have my satellite receiver and my TV. You can see that here. It's only a 1080 TV, it's not a 4K TV. I'm producing everything in 4K, but this is in case of that the camera is having this. This is the new box from the Gigablue UHD Trio 4K. It's a super box, really. But one funny detail, you have on the back side a slot for a micro SD card to recording the films on it. This will be nice. So after this I would like to show you then the modem, and the distance between the dish and here is like this. Have it here. Satellite dish is here. The mast behind the dish should be plump. You can measure it with this. Should be plump. And so you can find out the elevation and the degrees of the elevation. In my case it's around 35-36 degrees. This is a LNC or LNB. This type is from Inverto, and the reflective wave comes here into this feed horn. Yeah, this is a feed horn. You can see that better on this LNC. Here's also a good LNC from Invacom. This is the feed horn that catches the wave, and the wave goes into here. Inside this and inside here is a small little antenna, and this antenna receive the microwave, this 10.7 to 11.7 and 11.7 to 12.75 gigahertz in the Ku band. Converts it to a low frequency, and here comes out the F connector. And in this F connector is a power supply. There is 13 or 70 volts inside, and this is so the cable will not transport the 10 or 11 or 12 gigahertz because the loss of the signal in a cable on 10 or 11 gigahertz is so massive that you cannot bring it meters from the roof to your home. For example, I have here a 35 meters cable, and this is far away. So the transportation is in this signal range on this F connector, and it's between 950 megahertz and 2100 megahertz. So the converter is an amplifier and a converter. Here you can see the feed in the blue. This is a C-band LNC. It's much bigger. You can see that. And also we have here interesting information. It's the frequency. It's the 4 gigahertz as a C-band LNC. You have that more in the United States, in Asia, or in Africa. During the time I have here a lot of old LNCs. Here we have a mechanical polarizer that brings the wave in form, and here is a antenna inside that moves 45 degrees plus and 45 degrees minus. Here we have this converter. Here you have a linear polarization, and here you have an angle, and in this angle the motor is here. It's a servo motor, and it moves. Here is also a special thing. This is a 10 gigahertz LNB. The mixing frequency is 10 gigahertz. The oscillator is 10 gigahertz, and yeah, it's very old. It's from Japan. It's from Triax. You see here the conversation in one direction. Here is vertical, stands up, and this is horizontal. Here's also the feed horn. It's for a master system. We have here a special from Opticum, and this LNB puts out multi-frequency. You have here 4 transportation carriers. Also one single LNB from the 90s. Feeds like this was normal. That is a very special LNB. We're gonna test this. It's 1.4 decibel noise at 55 dB gain. Amplification is an EchoStar HEMT 1095. And here we have a magnetic polarizer, and here we have the feed. This is now 35 years old, or no, not 35, but 30 years old around. We make a test. Could it work? No, could not work, huh? What do you think? Could that old LNB work with digital signals or not? This is an interesting question. We must have here a cable, and this cable. We must bring in here a current that the field turns the vertical to horizontal. Vertical. From this Fubat. This is a German magnetic polarizer. We have that in the 80s. What we're gonna do is now we would like to, I show you that how we search a satellite and we align the searching command. We go to the menu and we go to setup and we go to the tuner and scanning. First, there is the basic settings. In the basic settings, it's very important that you align first your dish what you would like to receive for satellites. So I go to the tuner A. You have in this box in the Gigablue you have only one tuner, and say OK. And in my case I have now a lot of satellites here aligned. Yeah. If it's not aligned, then it's written non-configured. This satellite, the 30.50 East, I cannot receive because they have a MENA beam. This means Middle East near North Africa beam. It is not configured. But 28.2 I can receive. I give them the position LNB 11 for my switcher, because I have also a multi-switcher with a 16 LNBs and 15 LNBs are available. So I put it here and I'm sending the DISEC 1.1. There is a 1.0. This is only for 4 LNBs. Nothing is for 1 LNB. This is for 4 LNBs and this is for 16 LNBs. 16 inputs at the minimum. And here we have the DISEC 1.1 command and I sent input 11. That's equal my LNB 11 upstairs. So I must go to the green and saved it. But I don't do that. I would like to show you only which one satellite we would like to receive. Shall we receive this satellite 31.5 for a test, or I take this with not so much channels that the scan runs not so long. 21.5. This is cool. It's LNB 9. Okay, we go there. I exit this menu. Yes, I said yes because I don't would like to make a change. And now we go to the signal finder and align this here. 21.5. After this, I go to this position and change this to a high frequency. Here are not so much frequencies. This satellite is not so accurate. I go to the other satellite. I go to 16. Okay, 16. Here you have 12 gigahertz. If you have the higher frequency, 12 gigahertz, then you have more win rate. On an 80 centimeter dish between 10 gigahertz and 12 are around 2 decibels more signal. Now I would like to move the dish. Here we have a signal from about 6 decibels. At the minimum 4 dB is required. If you don't have a 4 dB, it's not so good. I'm changing this and would like to align it. I show you this on the dish. I go now out of the dish. My dish is nearer here. You can move that. So I'm aligning this by this rotation. So found out what's happened. Here we have now 70 dBs. I go to the highest point from the east to the west and I fix the dish with this lever. And now I'm aligning the elevation. Up, no, it's 0. Down, and close it at the highest moment. I got now 8.5 decibels. You can see the LNB. It's shifted more to the inside of the dish. You can also align it by shifting this to the dish or away from the dish. There you go to the maximum of the signal. Also you can skew it a little bit left or a little bit right. We don't do that yet at the moment because the signal is okay. After aligning the window dish for my kitchen, I would like to search at the 16 degrees because now I have no programs. So what you can do is, there is a predefined transponder. Use defined transponder, or you select from the internet a different frequency and search this as special. Or you can also use blind scan. These frequencies, they are stored here, they are inserted in the box. You see that? 10804 horizontal, 29,950 symbol rate, and 2x3 error correction, forward error correction, FEC it's called like. You have here on each transponder, you have a signal. Now we would like to do the search. We go into the exit and say manual scan. You must align the correct satellite because they don't change it in the background. And then you say user defined transponder, or you say predefined transponder, or you say single satellite. We are searching the single satellite. And we say clear before search. In our case, because we would like to don't make double network scan. So we go into scan and let's have a watch. Oh, there are programs found. Now the list of the frequencies what are predefined are scanned. Only that. The other, they are not in the list, they are not scanned. That means we must use after this the blind scan function and searching the other channels or the other transponders that exist on the satellite switched on for secret receivings. That means these are programs, they are not in the list, but you can also receive it with blind scan. You must doing the blind scan, and the scanner is running through all frequencies from 10.7 GHz to 11.7 GHz in the low band and 11.7 GHz to 12.75 GHz in the high band. Now we are here on the LinkSat and we go into the 16 degrees. I show you the interesting information on this satellite. The LinkSat.com shows you a lot of satellites in the whole world. I'm using this. Here we started at 10 GHz 0.762 at the horizontal polarization and in the modulation type DVB-S2. This is a 8-phase shift keying. PSK, 8 key means there are per symbols 3 bits, and these 3 bits are coming in 30,000 symbols each second. And the forward error correction, that means the redundant information, is sent by 3 original and 2 3x5. It's interesting. Here is a 2x3, for example, and the symbol rate is 29,950. How that comes, I don't know why they're doing sometimes 30,000, sometimes. It's a high quality channel. It's in good quality. It should be. Should be. For example, DVB-S, it's the pre-version of all these satellite, and the quality is not so high because they're using the 576 resolution, not this resolution. It's a high resolution. With this bandwidth in digital is a high resolution. Should be. And we can see also the yellow ones. The yellow ones are free receivable channels, and the container is here a MPEG-4, but in SD standard definition. If there is colorized, then you have here an encryption. This is coded. That means a lot of channels are coded here with Connex. This is a encryption system. Media guard, Connex, Irdeto, video guard, and so on, media guard. That means programs are often coded with different coding systems at the same. That means this is only the transportation for the digital thing, but the encryption is the same in all. Yeah, it must be the same because you have only one data stream here. Here we have feeds. Feeds are transmissions. They are usable from broadcasting stations sometimes to overplay the news or informations or films or whatever. These feeds are standing here and waiting for the broadcasters. They are mobile. Mobile broadcasters are going to the catastrophic field and filming the victims and stuff like this. They don't filming the victims, they filming the catastrophe, yeah, but and they must be mobile. So they have a dish, a mobile dish, and the data rate is near low. It's interesting. This mobile data rate is near low because the quality on the news are not so interesting. Only the information is interesting. You can see that here a lot of crypted channels. Media, channel 77. After the search, I would like to show you what is the reception of this satellite. I don't know, not so much, because this satellite is more closed than open. Also the BBC first broadcast send encrypted, it's all encrypted. Yeah. RHT1, it's open, looks like, and the other ones are encrypted. Maybe they show from the state TV secrets channels and stuff like this. But you can see on the end of the list, it ends with 12 gigahertz. Look, here is the end, 12.743 gigahertz. It's the end. And this is also the polarization. Horizontal means the wave comes horizontal. It means the electrical field of the wave. And vertical means also it stands plump. And they have here now a new band. This is the KA band with 21 gigahertz. Important thing is this: you must have a better dish. The quality of the dish is not so lousy. The other dishes at 10 or 11 gigahertz, but at 21 you need a more exact or precise made dish. So what we gonna found here is 738 channels found. That's cool, unbelievable. 700 channels and more. And they said okay. And the first what we see is KSF -S270 HDCO. What can that be? This is not a normal channel. I think so. It's a data structure information what is sent on the satellite. We press now the button. Also you have here this, also this OTR and blah blah blah. Here we have the RTK one. I think so this is one channel, and we can see it's one channel. We see that no program information will be on. Top news, what's this? Also top news, Sophia, and so on. I don't would like to have the audio here. And you can see on the left upper thing you have the coded information. It's here. It's here. You have this key. Key means this is coded. Yeah. Film comedy. No. You see here this is also coded, coded and coded and coded. I show you this on the link site. At the link site What I must mention is also in Europe a lot of satellites are encrypted. I mean, this is not only one, it's thousands of programs, they should be encrypted and the people must pay for it. And it's a big business to making pay TVs. If the pay TVs are expensive or not, should be not in interest. But if you have my state card, I have a ORF state card, so I must pay normal. If I pay 25 or 26 euros each month, I mean these are 300 euros a year for the state TV, and it's not cheap, as said. If you have then a pay TV too with 26 euros and 25 or 25 euros, you have a 50 euros, you have 600 euros pay TV bill a year. I mean 600 euros, it's money. For example, this is my encryption card, what I have. Also we have here radio stations at this time. For example, here is Top Albania Radio. What does that mean? It's a radio station, and this radio station will be sent inside the broadcast of a video frame, because the video frame needs no space or less space, and the ACC audio is the same as you playing in the radio channel. So they're doing this in this. First channel. What is first channel? I must put this in case of the copyright, blah blah, and we would like to have a conversation with the lawyers of the radio station or the TV station, so I must do this in that case, that we don't broadcast. It's very important to do this. Here we have a radio station with a picture. Super. Look, there are hundreds and programs, 700, and it's super. But film drama, I think it's coded, yeah, and it is. You see that on the yellow left side card here, in the line where it's written film drama. Film thriller is also coded, and a lot of programs are coded. I don't know what and how. DGA Z100S. What can it be? We don't know what it is. Aha, you can see this. The focus is in the middle. I'm very sorry for that. So I must put it back. A lot of programs are here. But what is open, what is not open, you must find out ourselves. To changing from this to another satellite, we go out to the exit, we go to the menu, and we go to the setup, and then to tuners and scanning and signal finder. Now we have the neighbor is 13, we go to the 10 degrees, not the C-band, because I don't have a C-band LNC. I have one, but with 80 centimeters is impossible. We go to the 10 degrees and we moving the dish. I'm moving the dish now without show you this, but it's important to move the dish. It's near nothing that I move the dish. I'm searching around. That's funny, because I don't know where it is. Could be higher or not. Is that higher? I make a list. I must show you the list. Here is my elevation list. I'm gonna do this here for information. If I go into the 19.2 degrees, it's a 38 degrees elevation, but this is not correct, it's a 36 around. And if I go into 4.8, it's 35. You see, 16 degrees is in the middle. Yeah. Here are my degrees. That means if I would like to go to the other satellite, I have here a marker. You can see this marker. And this marker should be at the same position as the other thing. Oh, my focus. And if I go into 10 degrees, going here. Now we have here. It's more than enough. So I must go down with my feet. I move the dish now from 19 degrees, where it's marked here, to I move now to the 10 degrees. I move the dish a little bit and have a watch. It's on the 10 degrees. I think it's on the 10 degrees. I fix the dish. And let's have a watch on the screen. Now I would like to align the dish. I'm only filming with one camera. It's not so easy to do this. I'm searching now the frequencies. Maybe we should align the. And remember me, don't move fast, move slow. Move slow, left and right and left and right. 10,000 times, and it's quite difficult. Oh, here we have a signal. Look. 7.2. Go to the left is slower. 7.2. 7.2 is it's a good signal. Okay, we fix it. But now it's falling down. I press the dish more down in the elevation. I take the key. It's too low. I go up. Oh, it's too much. So I fix the dish. 10 dBs. Super. 10 dB means 10 times over that. So we are searching now. We can search prepare the predefined transponder. We can search now. If you press it now, OK, we searched it on the 11221 verticals 30,000. OK, I'll do that. And found out a lot of programs, 53 channels, and the data. What does that mean? Yeah, so always coded danger mouse. I would like to see danger mouse, but I cannot because it's coded. 15 is nothing, and 16 is also nothing, and so on. The 10 degrees, it's not so, my friend. Global breakfast. Oh, can I watch this here? No. And this? No. I must say no. Unbelievable found. That's great, huh? Look at this. How much transmitters it found. Okay, we selecting all with the yellow button and said we scan all. And now we scanning this, found programs, and it's interest how much. Oh, it founds itself and again. Okay, I'm doing wrong, but maybe it founds one other thing, the network search. We should making the network search, only network searching and then founding. What is interest? What happened? What is 15 and 16? But nothing written on it. This is a secret of the satellite users. Secrets of the satellite users. There are. Poor channels are gone. Less channels are gone. It's interesting. In this season I show you the satellite receiving here in Europe. I mentioned Robbie Strike. He is the one guy, he is the satellite nerd, and he's in Canada home. That means we are far away. I would like to, if I have time, I would like to visit him, but I don't have the money at the time. I must win the lottery first. Yeah, this is my big issue. This is my little issue. And have a watch on his site. He's also at YouTube, and I'll show you. Here it is. It's his site, and he's a cool guy. He starts up with the FTA. This means free-to-air channels, and I'm also doing this now for Europe. Today we make the 10 degrees east satellite, and I will show you how many satellites I can receive from my kitchen window. This is one of the interesting. I hope so. You like my transmission, and if yes, please subscribe and or sponsor me at Patreon. Wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.